but this is basically a meeting promoting SmartLab, and I'm just going to turn this off just in case, leave audio sound. And SmartLab is a Ponzi scheme that seems to be growing quite steadily, that claims that you can bet the same amount of money each side of a bet and make huge amounts of money. But when I signed up for it, they encouraged me to buy a $350 or $375 package. We were hoping that we'd be able to track their crypto addresses from when I signed up, but it's one of those, when you sign up, they create your wallet on the fly setup, so it's very hard to track. So if you have any dealings with SmartLab and you want to help us fight this scam, and you have any wallet addresses where money has gone or any payments, please do reach out to us via my website, dehek.com, and we'll see what we're going to do. But anyway, let's kind of flip over to this opportunity here, and we'll see if their sound is playing the music. We will actually document this meeting quite a lot. We'll see who is actually in this meeting for a start. Currently, we've got 17 people that are participating in this meeting. We will record everyone's details that's in this meeting. So if you think that you can be in this meeting, I will be interested to see whether our friend Mike Daly is in this meeting, and currently he is not. So that's a good sign. So hopefully he's learned his lesson. He might go in there and share his story with other people. So let's turn on the sound, and hopefully they haven't got music still. No, they haven't. So we'll just leave this going for a wee bit. The sound. We'll see there's 17 people in here at the moment. I'm going to get a couple of backup connections, which means it might be a bit crackly, but it's quite important that we have a backup in here as well. And we obviously are broadcasting this meeting live as we go. Here we go. This, I think I've decided I haven't done the key right in one of these. I'll get some.
This meeting is being recorded.
Let's have a listen.
Asking the audible questions.
They don't allow people to message in the, unless you
we'll be more than happy to address those.
The person who's
this
the host, which is pretty boring.
Primarily focused on the Rome promotion.
Yeah, so it's direct messages only. So these guys are professionals. They know what they're doing.
And so I wanted to start the broadcast
let's see if we can get some sound
with
going.
A brief interview. It's a short little video that SmartLab put together to introduce the Rome Revelry event. Check this out, folks.
Alrighty, so we will cause a bit of havoc here. And I'm going to straight away shut this meeting down. You watch this. This video will stop in a second because they will be wondering how to stop me from doing what I'm doing. You should be watching the guy. He should be fighting to take control of the mouse, because I'm all of a sudden doing something that making him. Okay.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is just a short interview or introduction to the Rome Revelry that our SmartLab has added for the Rome. Let's talk about the Rome event and what the requirements for getting there are. So, first of all, this promotion goes from October the 25th until November the 24th. So anything that was purchased on or after October the 25th up through and including November the 24th.
The 28 people in here now.
SmartLab has put a tremendous amount of effort into preparing for this upcoming event in Italy. They've already planned for 300 participants. The purpose of this event, celebration, a rollout of the 25.
This meeting is being recorded
for the next year, and they want to have at least 150, but we're shooting for 300, as there will not be any extensions for the promotion as far as Rome is concerned. So here is the first part upgrade, folks. Any 21,390, 61,870, or 24th pointings here. Just one.
He's trying to get rid of me. We'll close you down yet, mate. Can't get rid of me because he got me this time.
Okay. One tier upgrade simply means that the 21,390 normally receives 9% spread trade profits. If it's activated on or before November the 24th, it actually gets a one tier upgrade to 10%. So instead of receiving 1,350 in monthly potential, it'll receive 1,500 in monthly potential. The 61,870, which normally receives 10% spread trade profits or 4,500 in spread trade profits monthly potential, will get a one tier upgrade to 11%. So it will be receiving 4,950 instead of 4,500. And the 186,300, which normally receives 11% spread trade profits, 16,500, will get a one tier upgrade to 12%. So it'll be receiving 18K in spread of the 21,390 November the 24th. Okay. Now we'll go on to the next slide. What does that mean in terms of leverage potential?
He just removed me before I got into the room.
Now this screenshot shows you what we actually have being delivered in as far as the spread trade profits and quarterly bonuses right now. And it adds.
Want to come and join us and cause some havoc? URL's in the chat room. I don't know why the sound keeps cutting out.
On or before November the 24th, the 61,870 professional gets a 450 upgrade.
Looks like I can't.
Illustration purposes
You're in
only.
the room?
The information's
Cool.
not
I'm
for
going to get in there 3 times.
SmartLab does not offer any investments or securities.
So you say.
All right, here's the next part of the upgrade. For all of us that were out the basketball, the new basketball vertical, basically it gave us the opportunity to have some a chance to purchase some commitments to add a cap to the subscriptions. So we bought commitment tickets, and then we were offered an opportunity to do some spins to add some additional caps. So if you purchased some commitments at the Los Angeles event and did the spins basically gave us the opportunity to take whatever the additional spin cap.
Oh my God, the room's been blocked.
And if we applied it to a 21,390 subscription, normally we would get a 3x of whatever the additional cap was. During this promotion up until November the 24th, instead of getting a 3x on your spend for additional cap, you'll get a 9x.
So the meeting's been locked.
If you apply the same
Rich,
commitment ticket to the 61,870 pin, instead of getting a 9x cap, you'll get a 30x cap. And if you apply the same subscription to the 186,300, instead of getting a 30x cap, you'll get a 60x.
Right, so we're going to message this guy. So who's running it? Is this Mike?
Generous, in addition to
can we text him?
The normal incredible caps that are already added with those subscriptions. So just to be very clear, for the next couple of days only, instead of getting a 3 to 30x, you're going to get a 9 to 60x.
Sounds like an exit.
All in addition.
Sounds like an exit strategy.
To
Mr.
all
G.
of the regular things that happen with all of our subscriptions. Now let's take a look.
That one.
Just kind of unpack
it's not Mike.
Incentive.
So do we know who this guy is?
Subscriber subscribes to 186,300 subscription plan. They're supposed to normally receive a
I can see you there, Mr. G.
of 11% based on the 150,000 point value package.
See if we can do a reverse image look on this
If they purchase and activate the subscription before November the 24th, instead of 11% spread trade profits, they'll be receiving 12% spread trade profits. So it's a one-tier upgrade on the point value of the subscription.
All right.
Now, as we apply the extra cap commitment spin, instead of if they were supposed to have an added income cap of 5,000 times 30x or 150,000 extra on the income cap, if they activate the subscription on or before November the 24th, instead of getting 5,000 instead of getting the 150,000 extra cap, they'll actually get
So Doc,
300,000 extra cap. And there's an additional 1-tier upgrade on the direct sponsorship bonus as well. So if you're normally receiving 18% in the direct sponsorship bonus, you'll actually get 20%. It's a
so I've assumed no one can turn their camera on.
Additional incentive to help fill the room in Rome and to really help folks have an amazingly abundant holiday season and jumpstart their 2025 year. So as
You can turn your camera on.
noted in all of the material, SmartLab has generously dedicated 5 to 20% in direct sponsorship bonuses. So this is just kind of a recap of what the direct sponsorship bonuses are on each of the relevant subscriptions. Now, in addition to the extra cap and the 1-tier upgrade, there's additional incentives that apply specifically to being present at the Rome event.
G'day, Mark.
So the incentives
Here's a chance
for the
to
CAP
redeem yourself.
subscribers that join
Who's the person
during
called
the October 25th and November 24th event and attend the Italy event in December, here's what the extra incentives are. Now, to be very clear, you need to be present at the Rome event
and ask
in
him to
order
let
to
you
be
into the
eligible
Zoom
to
meeting?
receive what's called leadership
So I'm now asking Mark
profit-sharing
to do me
points.
a favor.
So anyone who purchases and activates a 21,390 subscription and attends the Rome event, and incidentally, all of these subscriptions on the screen qualify for the Rome event entitlements. What that means is a 21,390, a 61,870, a 186,300, and a 393,300 all come
I tell
with
you,
Rome event
a cunning way of
entitlements
doing
included, which
it
include
is find the
reimbursed
co-host,
airfare,
find their real name,
accommodation,
and search their
tickets to the
Facebook
live
page.
game, an
Hey, Doc.
opportunity to see the bot live in
Oh, I
action,
love you.
participate in the whatever
brilliant.
excursions they have planned, and SmartLab never, ever, ever
Facebook.
disappoints. So the 21,390 subscription has 15,000 in point value, and they're offering 30% of the PV
brilliant.
as leadership profit sharing points. So a 21,390 after the Rome event, having been present, they would receive 4,500 in leadership profit sharing points that can then be used as a discount against future purchases of subscriptions. So as another example, let's say a subscriber purchases and activates a 61,870 and they attend the Rome event. After the Rome event is over, they'll receive 18,000 in leadership profit sharing points, which then can be used to partially offset the cost of the next package purchase. The 186,300 will receive 60,000 in LPSP, and the 393,300 receives 150,000 in LPSP. Amazingly, ridiculously generous. Now, this is a whole new value proposition.
Where does the money come
that
from?
is being launched at the Rome event. It's called the Crypto Arbitrage Package. What the Crypto Arbitrage Package is, and many of you may have noticed the CAP that was added to the standard premium and professional subscriptions after the London event. This is a Crypto Arbitrage Protection Package, and it's basically designed to help secure and protect the value of a crypto portfolio for folks that are hodling, meaning that they purchase and trade tokens or crypto. Hodling stands for hold on for dear life because the crypto space historically has been so volatile. So members that activate the CAP subscription during the promotion period can protect your coins' values based on the PV of the subscription.
Goodness me, why is it cracking up?
Which coins are available? Many of you out there may have dabbled a little bit in the crypto space in the past.
Can't find him.
Maybe got some Ethereum or some AAVE or some ADA or some Dogecoin or some XRP or some Polkadot. If you have any of these 6 tokens, you can utilize them in the SmartLab CAP subscription plan in this new promotion, and it's going to be launched in Rome for folks that have the CAP subscriptions. Here's how it works. Basically, first of all, if you have a 21,390, which has 15,000 in point value, SmartLab is going to generously give 10% of the point value, or 1,500 in Dogecoins. That means you need to be present in Rome, and the first 100 folks that register and attend in Rome will be receiving 1,500 Dogecoins if they have a 21,390, 6,750 if they have a 61,870, 22,500 Dogecoins if they have a 213,900, which is the new cap upgrade.
We know Mark's Facebook page,
and 75,000
so why don't we just search for Doc
if they
and
have
we'll
the
find
new
who this
cap
guy
upgrade, the 451,950, which is an upgrade on the 393. So the 21,390 is getting 10% of the PV in Dogecoin. The 61,870 is getting 15%. The 213,900 is getting 15%. And the 451,950 is getting 25%. That's 25% of the point value in free Dogecoin, just for attending the Rome event, being in the first 100 that register and come and participate in this specific system as it launches in Rome. Now, what is that going to look like specifically? Well, I'm going to use the example of Dogecoin, and I'm going to use the example of having a 21,390 cap subscription. The 21,390 cap subscription has 15,000 in point value, meaning that you can protect up to 15,000 in value of any
I'm wondering if I found
of those 6 coins or a collection of all 6. So in this example, I'm going to show what it would look like to utilize Dogecoin. You could put up 15,000 in Dogecoin, which is the point value of the 21,390 CAP subscription.
Probably not.
In Rome, when they launch this interface will come live in the back office for subscribers that have the 21,390 or above CAP subscription. And so basically you take 15,000 Dogecoin, you'd place them into the system, and you would start with, initially the 15,000 Dogecoin would be there. And let's just say, as an example, that maybe the Doge for this particular example would be 1 Doge equals $1. So you've got 15,000 in value when you put this Dogecoin into the system. The second step of the CAP system is to match whatever you put into the CAP system with USDT, and you stake the USDT. So if we put up 15,000 in
I love
Dogecoin
staking.
as an example,
you got to love staking, don't you? You give us your money and trust that we're not going to fall over.
And what SmartLab
and we'll
does
double
is
the
they
amount of
take
money
that
you put in there that you'll never
USDT, they plug it into the same system that the regular subscriptions are generating spread trade profits from.
Right.
And the net value to the subscribers, they receive 20% a month, processing every single week at 5% a week.
Right.
So 20% a month. And what that does is it protects the long-term value of your portfolio.
What I am doing and going through his friends though, as quick as I can,
for the tokens goes
trying to look for the guy's face.
So let's take a look at what that would look like.
I'll
so
see if he's got
Dogecoin.
I'll see if he's opened the meeting up again.
In USDT.
Sometimes they reopen it, don't they?
And that's just dollar values. What happens is if the Dogecoin market goes down, every 5%. So in the event that something were to happen and the token was to go to absolute zero, watch this, folks. This system allows us to capitalize on the gains from a coin's price income, mitigating the impact of any price drops. You don't need portfolio management or averaging, as your capital will be returned within a maximum of 5 months. If you're getting 20% a month and any particular token were to happen to go to zero,
username
just
that
staying in the
says
system for 5 months would recoup the value of whatever you started with.
There's a username in there.
This is an absolute
it's got a phone number attached to it.
value proposition, and it's going to be launched at the Rome event. Now, when a subscriber decides they want to pull value out of the system, SmartLab has a 30/70 profit sharing attached to this CAP system. And what that looks like is when you go to withdraw the net earnings, SmartLab retains 30% to cover all the technology, all the staking, everything that they do to utilize
they
to
deserve that money
the value
too.
of your portfolio, and you keep 70%. So there's a 30% profit sharing that
generous.
utilized to cover all of the technology that goes behind the system. So this is an absolutely amazing value proposition in addition to everything else we've already got.
Just gets better and better.
Okay, specifically, the Rome event begins on December 1st. So what that looks like is participants who want to attend, once their entitlement qualification is secured, you make your own flight arrangement to get there. And SmartLab does that to allow folks to pick the airline of choice, to pick the schedules of
Oh my
choice.
God, imagine doing
But you
this
want
though.
to get yourself into Rome sometime on December the 1st. SmartLab's hotel accommodations will cover the night of December 1st, December 2nd, December 3rd, and December 4th, which is the full event. And then folks will be leaving on December 5th.
And by that time,
unless they decide they want to
they won't
stay
even get
a
there.
little longer, they would do that on their own time. But the hotel accommodation covers from the 1st through the 4th, and the event officially ends the night of the 4th. So fly in on the 1st, fly out on the 5th. SmartLab is also including in the event entitlement an opportunity to attend a live game between Roma and Atlanta. This is a chance to be in the stadium with thousands of fans watching the incredible talent of the athletes live in the stadium and watching the bot do its magic on your phone.
Magic.
After the game's
Is that
over,
word
there's an
again?
opportunity to audit the bot, to literally see how the trades work. There'll be a bot specialist there that answers questions. They open up their settlement statements. They show the transaction history. It's an amazing experience to witness firsthand. And it gives attendees the opportunity to any questions or considerations addressed. By the time you leave, you'll know for an absolute fact how real this value proposition is. So it's extremely valuable to attend these live events. Now, what does the qualifications look like? Basically, here's what it takes to earn an entitlement to attend the event in Rome. Every 21,390 subscription that was purchased and activated between October 25th and November 24th is entitled to one economy class ticket, round trip airfare reimbursement, plus the hotel accommodations and everything included in the event. No commitment forms are required. Now, the 61,870, every 61,870 that's purchased and activated again between October the 25th and November the 24th receives 2 economy class tickets. So 2 entitlements, a husband and wife or partners can go. And if the enroller or the team of the enroller has a commitment form that was obtained at the Los Angeles event, whoever has the commitment form is entitled to 1 free economy class ticket as well. That's an additional entitlement. So that's a total of 3 entitlements on a 61,870. The 186,300, the person who purchases and activates it gets 2 business class tickets. Business class is the upgraded service with leather seats, extra egg room, and VIP service. And the team leader or enroller who has a commitment form gets 3 economy class entitlements. So that's a total of 5 entitlements to the event for every 186,300. And the 393,300 gets 3 business class tickets to the purchase and activator.
So I just asked
and
him
8
under
economy
my head.
class entitlements
I said,
for the
the mate
person who
trying
has
to
a
get in the
commitment
room.
form.
He said it's locked.
That is 11 entitlements to the Rome event for every 393,300. That's ridiculously generous. There's been a tremendous amount that's been put into this event by SmartLab to make it an incredible success. So, folks, that covers the basics of the actual Rome event. And it's we're going to go ahead and see if we have any questions or comments out there. I did have to lock the room because there was a couple people that were trying to hijack my screen and cause some problems, and I apologize for that, folks. I did have to lock the room. I removed them several times. They kept coming back. Every once in a while, we get a troll that wants to be a problem, and I'm just not going to tolerate it. So I had to lock the room, and I apologize for that. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to raise your hand, and we'd be more than happy to answer any questions. You can also use the chat. And this is the last live call for the Rome promotion tomorrow morning at noon Mountain Time. we're going to have the last regular introductory promotion. So it looks like Sharon has a question. So Sharon, go ahead and unmute the mic on your side. The mic is yours.
Oh, thanks. Sharon's not my name. It's my wife's name. I've
Go
got to
ahead.
change it. So sorry about that. Can you hear me?
Sharon Abbott, go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah, no, sorry. It's not Sharon. It's my wife's computer, and I haven't changed the name. I'm just curious. So, am I right with the Rome thing? That sounds really awesome. So, you pay for the flights, and then they will basically reimburse you. And how does that process work? Yep. Okay. And it's cool. And I haven't actually signed up for a package. I have signed up, and I see they start from 375. Is that right? Yep. Oh, cool. All right. No, it's cool, mate. I'll leave you to it, and I've probably got some more questions, so I'll let other people have a go, and then I'll come back if that's all right. Yeah, g'day. I don't know if you know what we do actually. We actually work for government agents. Eh, yeah, and we just document some of these opportunities that are out there at the moment. If you could clarify, where does the money actually come from? That's what we'd like to know. The money to pay out. How does the money solely come from the gambling? Okay.
The spread trade profits work is SmartLab has an AI technology that arbitrages online sports books. So let's say there's a game between, like in the Rome event, it's going to be between Roma and Atlanta. What the technology will do is it'll go out and it'll scan the internet and find online sports books that are carrying that game. And it looks for two separate sports books that have enough discrepancy in the published odds that the arbitrage can, like the technology can go in and place a trade. It's not gambling. We don't gamble at all. The technology, what it does is it looks at sportsbook A and it says, okay, sportsbook A has posted a specific odd for maybe Roma to win, and sportsbook B might have an opposite odd for Atlanta to win. It doesn't really matter who wins or who loses, but the technology looks for enough discrepancy in the posted odds by two different sports books, and it'll go in and place a trade in sportsbook A for team A. Let's say that's Roma to win, and sportsbook B for team B, which would be Atlanta. So when the game is over, there's two different sports books on every game. In most cases, there's going to be a win in one side and a loss in the other. Sometimes there's a tie, sometimes there's a no score. It doesn't really matter what the score is, or if there's a win, or if there's a loss. At the end of the game,
Hey, Richard,
the
I want you to
technology
listen to what this
had
guy's saying
placed
and ask him
trades
some
into
awkward
sportsbook
questions.
A and sportsbook B, two different sports books at the exact same millisecond. And then when the game's over, it calculates the difference between the two published odds. And as it's analyzing the published odds, the only time it executes an actual trade is if, when the game is over, regardless of the outcome, there's enough that will come from the winning side to cover both sides plus make a profit, or it doesn't happen in the first place. So there is no gambling. There is no chance of loss. Every single time the net value is there's always a positive gain. And so the person that invited you to the broadcast can give you more details about that. And we cover a lot more of that information on our regular invitation broadcast. This was more focused on our Rome event. So, folks, I thank you for taking the time to come. It's always a pleasure to share the information. Get back to the person that invited you to this broadcast, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next broadcast. Good night, and God bless.
Whoa, that's quite a complicated system they're describing there. Basically, they avoid risking their own money by only executing trades when they're guaranteed to make a profit. It's almost like they're rigging the game in their favor, isn't it? They're not even gambling at this point. They're just stacking the deck.
That's right.
Pretty cheeky, asking your friend to get more information about it.
The recording has stopped.
Send off. Sounds like.
Yeah, so that was quite that. I don't know if you noticed that, peoples. But obviously, I asked a few questions. I didn't have my mic on properly to hear the answers, but I think you got some of the answers. I've also posted into the chat room that we were recording the meeting and broadcasting this meeting. This guy here has rattled off a pretty full-on packed presentation, which was a pitch well delivered. What am I trying to say? He's well rehearsed. He knows exactly how to pitch this. If you think about it, though, the chances of you ever getting any of that money, sorry, if you did book your flights and get to Rome, I don't even think the event would actually happen. But it looks like there'd be a lot of people going to Rome and then hoping they're going to get reimbursed. Don't think it's going to happen at all. The way they explained it to me earlier, too complicated. Look, just a quick broadcast this one. I just want to catch up with what's happening in the chat room here. If you didn't see what we did earlier on, Rail rehearsed. Thank you very much, Susie. Absolutely awesome. I actually do want to go back and have a look at what we just did earlier on, because the reason we're in this meeting is because we actually managed to find one of these lads that was promoting this scheme, and we actually think we might have hopefully turned him around, and he probably will be listening right now. Video. First of all, I've been creating a bit of a thumbnail for this, what we did earlier on. And I'm just going to show you what we've been working on.
So they show you everything that they're doing.
Okay, I'm just going to pause this for a bit. Pause that for a bit. So this video that we did about half an hour ago, this is Stop Smart Labs. I'm just going to bring that up. Drop. So this is the thumbnail, and this is the guy. His name is Mark Daly, and he's got a website basically promoting about 4 different Ponzi schemes and scams, and one of them was Smart Labs, and that's going to be the thumbnail. And what we're about to do is we've actually broken this video that you're looking at into, we're going to break it into a segment. But we went through here and we actually found him, and we actually got him, we got to the stage where we actually went through his whole website. We actually got talking to him on the phone, and I noticed that you were promoting Aquamarine Club.
Oh man, so that's what I was talking about, right? So Aquamarine Club, that thing turned out to be a flop big time. A lot of people lost a lot of money with that. The guy that was promoting that thing told everybody that he.
So what he said to us, that he's not going to promote any Ponzi schemes or scams ever again. He said at his website, he gave us this website here to sign up from. This image was all over his Facebook page. I don't even know we've got his Facebook page open. We still have got his Facebook page open. Seemed like a nice enough fella. He said he's just trying to work for his retirement. I presume that's his partner. But at the end of the day, he did have a website set up called Mark Daly. And on here, he has, Ponzi schemes and scams. He's telling us that Leap FX is 100% a legit opportunity. If you sign up for that, he gets a commission, by the way. And then he's also promoting Cryptech. He didn't know whether that was a good opportunity or not, but he threw $100 at it because he thought, why not? And you come down here, he's obviously promoting SmartLab. And here, this was the one that really got me going. We've got Aquamarine Club. Now, we busted Aquamarine Club with a guy called Ponzi Patrol, and you might have noticed I've got Ponzi Patrol over there on my name, and that's because there's a YouTuber out there called Ponzi Patrol who actually did busted that the CEO was a fake CEO, and the two Mikes were actually promoting this at one stage. So if you go to my my list here, you can see there's 5 people here. We've got Mark Daly now that's been promoting Smart Labs. We've got Quentin Bradford, the YouTuber that tried to harass us the other day and do 2 copyright strikes against me because he's promoting Get Fit, but he's also been promoting Smart Lab and still is. And then you've got Gary Wood, and then we've got this new guy that we don't quite know the name of, who he was called. But we presume his name could have been actually, his name could have been Don. Maybe his name was, it's not Mike. We had his name down here somewhere. We think his name could have been, the guy that was running it was Don. Don. Can't see it there at a glance. Oh, Jelly Snack, you're here again. That's really cool. I can't see it there. But my point is, these 5 people have been promoting SmartLab. SmartLabs, we've got quite a lot of information from, got screenshots of their promotions. Is involved in promoting SmartLabs. We really want to know. We've got quite a bit of information, and obviously we've got information coming in on the fly. The London event. I see. So this is the other events that they've got coming up. So my Avengers are actually helping me out now, which is fantastic. And then we're building information. So the original video that we did was the Dumb and Dumber Mike about Smart Labs.
I'm going to look in there. We got it on private. Just go ahead and type into the chat. I went into the chat.
So this was Mike, what we call Dumber and Dumber, promoting Smart Labs. So we've got a bit of information. What we're trying to do is actually, now we have got 3 government companies from around the world actually accessing this information. They use it to put together their cease and desist letters and obviously potentially prosecute anybody that's promoting it. So we've got 5 people that we have seen promoting this. And even if you look at Quentin Bradley and you go off to his Facebook page, which I'm probably blocked on now. No, he hasn't. You can see that in here, he's set himself up a domain name. And he will probably only buy a domain name, and it's got SmartLab Pays, and you click on there, and you'll see that actually takes you into his affiliate link, and he's hoping to get commission. So these guys that are out there are actually trying to get a commission so that you sign up for these platforms, and that's what they're doing. So literally what I did the other day, just before the last video we had, I signed in here. I climbed in with my username, which I used de Hek. I think I put a password in there, which I did, and I put that number 4284, and we log in. And there we are. So now we're in the back end of SmartLab, and in here it wants me to send money to that wallet. So if I did send money to that wallet, it would create me a wallet on the fly. We found out this is not, this is a non-existent wallet address. But as soon as I sign up, put money, it would create me a wallet, and then we'd be able to track the funds. But at the moment, unfortunately, we can't track it. So if you have deposited money or moved money around SmartLab, please let us know. Go to dehek.com, and I will actually go there, dehek.com. Dehek.com is my website where we go after these scammers. On the top of this website, you will find, under my face that you can't see, you'll find my WhatsApp number. Anything that you share with us is confidential. We're not going to tell anyone. Any of our informants. In fact, we call you guys whistleblowers. Give us this information. Help us fight these scammers. Unfortunately, I went to a meeting. I was there last week, and a lot of the money that you see these people collecting goes off to human trafficking compounds. So this is a compound that I took a photo of where people are enslaved, cannot get out, get tortured daily, raped, beaten up, buried alive, literally, who are working in these compounds. This is not just one. This is just one of many. Look, I'll just bring up another picture. Here's a compound, a human compound. This is a whole city that has been built in 2 years. 2 years ago, there was nothing here. So this whole compound has been built for human trafficking, enslaving people to work in those call centers that ring you up every day. Those messages you get from the romance scams, they get to an airport and they have their passport taken off them. And then they get told that if they don't make their bosses $50,000 a week from scamming people, they will get tortured. Now, you might think that's a bit far-fetched, but it's not. And I'll tell you why it's not far-fetched, because it just so happens I have proof on my computer here. I have these documents where this is a Google Drive full of people that are getting beaten up. So I'm not sitting here using scare tactics, ladies and gentlemen. These are actual videos, which I can't play on YouTube. One of these videos that I played, I watched somebody jump to their death off the top of a building. People are getting tasered. People were getting buried alive. Look at this video here. I can bring this up because I won't push play. But this is not AI generated images. This is a guy that's been buried up to his shoulders in dirt to be intimidated to work. Oops. So these guys, there's a guy here in dirt. Look, that's his head. He's been buried alive by these guys, by his bosses, who've got he's got a baton there. I mean, look, and and I just think that's disgusting. And these are human compound centers. What happened to me last week really woke me up to what I'm actually doing this for. But these are the compounds. And I actually think that looks very similar. If you look at the layout of that, if we go back to that picture there, it's the same compound, isn't it? Those blue, those blue bits there. If I go back to, I'm just going to get rid of some of these other boxes. I'm just comparing this to, let's go across here, put this right next door to it. So this here, whoops, not there. Where did it go to? There it is there. So that picture there and that road and those buildings, if we compare it to the picture, that's the same one. And that's, and I bet I know, even though over the road there's a lemon, I know that's a Myanmar. So, these are the compounds. These are where people are getting tortured. And that's not even the worst of it. I've got 200 videos here of people being tortured, and, water sprayed all over them. I mean, where do you want this to stop? And you think there's about 10 different trafficking compounds. These are all the addresses of them. So that lady that gave me that information gave me a PDF file. And you've got to listen to this. Now, this is really strange because this PDF file was, I think, 106 page PDF file about the casinos, money laundering, underground banking, and organized crime in East and Southern Asia. Hidden, and it's hidden and accelerating the way it's working. And this particular PDF, the guy from the United Nations last week that was doing a talk, I showed him this PDF before he got on the stage, and I gave him a copy of it. And then he texted me during the meeting and he said, I helped edit this information. And this is showing you how the casinos work and how the money works. I've got slides of watching money laundering. We watched $22 million worth of cash being laundered into crypto. I mean, so you've got Mr. Daly here. So this is the compounds. This is Myanmar, right? And these are the compounds. I can't even enlarge that, unfortunately. But these are the different 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 different locations where they actually have got buildings set up for human trafficking. 21 different locations just going by that map. And there's all these horrible videos of people being tortured. So what do you want to do? Do you want to keep promoting these stupid SmartLab things where people keep giving them money. So how it works, guys, this SmartLabs, basically you go to this, you learn about it, you deposit your money. The people that deposit, when I deposit my money and I buy my subscription plan, and I can buy a plan from $345. And if I'm a big boy, I might invest $1,100 because the more I invest, the more money I'm going to make, right? Well, look how much they're encouraging you guys to invest. Up to, look, point value. So the cost, you can buy a package for $342,000, the ultimate. And if you did that, the person that referred you into it will get money straight away. And then the money that you deposit, you'll never, ever see again. So why would you do that? And then where does that money go? You have no idea where the money goes. But the person that sold this to you don't really care. They don't care where the money goes because they're getting their commission. So like I showed you before, and I hope he changes his ways, we've been promised by Mike Daly that, that was his name, Mike, better get his name right, markdaly.com. This guy here, he claims that he's not going to be offering these passive income opportunities. What part of passive income opportunity does he not get? The only one that's earning any money here was Mark. Mark claims he's going to give it up. Let's hope he does. He's got these projects that he's been promoting. Every single one of these, bar this one and the one that hasn't fallen over yet, SmartLabs, he says is good to go. Here he is promoting Aquamarine Club, for God's sake. A fake CEO. You know, it just blows me away that he's still promoting that. Like, so he's got it on his website. And I said to somebody when I saw this picture before, I said, I've seen that picture before. And then I realized that's his avatar and that was what he was promoting. So hopefully Mark is a man of his word. If not, go to Mark Daly, DALLY.com, and go to his website, give him a ring. His phone number's on his website. Ring him up and ask him why he's still promoting this and why he's supporting human trafficking, because that's what it really comes down to me. And don't be enticed to buy a $345 package, entry one, and do not be enticed to go to Rome with the guarantee that you're going to get your money back, because that is just a joke. Isn't it? Right, now we've just got Jennifer here. I don't know if Jennifer's watching at the moment. She might be. I'm just going to have a wee look and see if she is. She might want to come on the show and tell us her story. I did have a bit of a quick story about that earlier on today. I'll just see what she's saying. Jennifer lost $500,000 on guest platform. Sorry, I missed the whole thing. How did it go? It's cool. No, it wasn't too bad. But Jennifer lost $500,000 to a opportunity of a lifetime. Let me show you what Jennifer actually invested in. So Jennifer thought she was doing some index trading. What do they call it? With a company called, there it is there. So this was the company that she thought she was doing trading on. And she thought she was doing crypto trading and on the exchange. What do they call it? There's a special name for it, some sort of trading. But anyway, she gave $500,000 away to this company. Victim of a bit of romance scam at the start, unfortunately. But this company's a fake company. And I just did something really simple while I was talking to her, and that was I copied this paragraph and chucked it into a search engine and said, look at this. And then I found that paragraph, exact paragraph. Check out this. You'll be amazed. It's so that exact paragraph on Coinbase, and then we go back to her, not him. We go back to that one there, and there's the exact same paragraph on the scam website that's on there, word for word, absolute word for word. So it's just ridiculous. But, you know, sometimes you can do some simple search. Hindsight's a wonderful thing. But when you see a nice shiny website with a website logo that's even chopped off, hasn't even got it designed properly, that you are asked to invest money, do some due diligence. For example, go to the bottom of the website. Do they have any phone numbers? Do they have a location of where they are? Can you email them and get a reply? You know, how much you'd want everything legit You want to cross all your T's and dot all your I's when you're getting involved in these opportunities. Don't do it. They have fake wallets that you sign up for. It just goes on and on and on. Hey, I think that's enough for me today. I've been on here far too long. I just wanted to capture that SmartLab's presentation, cause some disruption, lock the meeting as we did, and potentially warn some people. If you've got any information about SmartLab and you want to help us help you, do your part, because actually the bigger criminal network is the cartels behind us. The people who are building those human trafficking compounds. Don't help them. And if you have been promoting, I really hope that Mark comes back to us and does stop promoting these Ponzi schemes and scams. He said he's just trying to get a bit of money before his retirement, but he's not. He's defrauding people out of their money. So if you want to turn around and help the Avengers, honestly, please help us. I don't get paid for this. I'm not trying to make money out of YouTube. I get $5,000 a year to supplement some of the time that I spend fighting these crimes. I've got a team of Avengers who've been doing this for about 6 or 8 hours today, just today, and fighting these crimes. We don't get paid for it. But you out there trying to build something for your retirement by trying to scam a friend of yours or a family member into signing up for something that you know nothing about. You have no rock-proof evidence just because some scumbag like that guy Don is on there in a Zoom meeting telling that you're going to get this, you're going to get that, and that's going to happen, and they do this, and they've got some clever technology that you don't know about that's so clever that you can't even explain how it works. They're just trying to defraud you. They're trying to get the multi-level marketing dollars out of you signing up for something. That's it. That's the scam. So they don't need to know about the project. And as soon as the project falls over and you go back to them and you go, oh, I lost all that money. And they go, oh, I lost a lot as well. It's the same thing day in, day out. So, just wake up. Be a human. Do some old-fashioned business, for God's sake. Go be entrepreneurial. Stop scamming people. Stop signing people up for these multi-level marketing platforms that you know nothing about. Stop hoping you're going to get a commission if someone is an idiot and doesn't do their due diligence, as you say. Stop telling people to read these disclaimers where you're not responsible. You are responsible. If I was a surgeon and I was about to operate on somebody and I held up a disclaimer saying, I am not responsible for anything I do from this time forward, would you really want that to happen? And then, that's a bad example, actually. What I'm saying is somebody's holding up a sign saying, I'm not a surgeon, but then they put down the sign and pick up a knife and start operating on people. You can't do that. So I'm not a financial regulated advisor, but I'm going to carry on giving you financial advice anyway. Look, I've had enough, guys. I want you to stop it. I don't care if Rory Canarcher wants to turn around and help us fight these scammers, I'll take him on board. If you've, Mark, you know your last name, Mark Daly, Mark Daly. If you want to turn around and help us fight these scammers, if you want to start dobbing in your friends that are promoting Skylab, then reach out to us, start giving us information. So I messaged him while we was working and I rung him. Now it looks like he's either turned his phone off and ignored the last 3 messages from me. But when I was ready to buy something that would give him a commission, he was all ears. He sent me links so I could sign up, and then I showed him what we had on him, and then he said he was really upset, and he sounded quite genuine, and we sort of bought it. So we hope we don't see Mark Daly promoting SmartLabs or any other Ponzi scheme going forward, because I've had this conversation with people quite a lot, and it's sort of hard to believe that they say what they're going to do when they're used to actually scamming people. So that's my message today. Help us help you. And let's get in. Rob's ringing me up. So I'm going to end this, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day. Thanks for your time today, and appreciate your support. Help us help you guys. Are you there, Rob?